I come from a world where Pokemon was viewed as a kids game. It was for kids, and I feel like that made sense to me because the show was very kid friendly, and the games weren't very exciting because it was turn based. It was more strategical. And I'll say that in the time that I played Pokemon, that's probably the thing that I hated the most when it got to the more competitive side of it, where it's like this is a strategic game, not just a fun battle oriented game, and that can very much make it boring sometimes. So how exciting is it that there's a game that I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons to Pokemon with, that has a similar concept in having these little creatures, but now they own guns and they fight alongside of you. I'm going to give it back to myself so that you can see where that takes me, and then I'll be back for more thoughts. Hey little guys, welcome to my channel where I focus on finding the right game for you. And as someone who loves the excitement of catching Pokemon, the experience of surviving in Minecraft, and breaking the law in GTA 5, I thought this would be a great opportunity to explore Palworld. In this video, I will walk you through my first 10 days of my Palworld gameplay, including capturing an alpha pal, running from the law, and ending it all with a boss fight. So, let's get right into it with day 1. Before actually starting, I noticed customization is very non-diverse, almost no beards, and only straight hair. Well, there's this atrocious mushroom cap, but no, old man it is. I wake up in the middle of this hillside where I get straight to work. I build a bench, but then realize to craft items I need more materials. So I punch these rocks, because that's how I solve all my problems. This allows me to craft both a pickaxe and an axe. I unlock a fast travel point which will help me move around. Then, I discover this technology menu where I can unlock gadgets I plan to build later. I start with the Pokeballs, Pal Spear. I craft a bat and a spear as I go on the search for my first pal. Chicken! Oops, I got too excited. Chicken! Again, making Chickapee my first catch. I then start building a base, starting with the campfire and the chest. It turns night as I shamefully start collecting wood with my pickaxe, because that's how I solve all my problems. As I start shivering in the cold, I rush to build my house with all my new wood. Finally, I place my bed in the corner as it turns into day 2. Day 2 is a day of exploration. I start by capturing Foxsparks, which at the time I don't realize is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Then I find this egg, and I can't hatch it anytime soon, followed by capturing Gumas, the acorn, Cativa, the cat, and Cremis, the Eevee, with wool. I build my pal box, which helps me store my pals, but more importantly, establishes this location as my base. I found this llama, fought it, and died. I got my stuff back, and fought it again. Look at that dodge. Oh, never mind. I died again. I return to start exploring further. I capture a leaf monk, this cute squirrel thing, and a short walk later, I capture Tansy, the earthy monkey, followed by T-Fan, water elephant. And I end the day by using a new fast travel point to get home just in time for bed. Day 3, I decided to continue exploring even further beyond into the unknown. First, I build an outfit with the help of my new pal, Little Green Gorilla. Then, I find this hostile frog pal, who I end up capturing, Crozero, followed by Lamball, the lamb ball. But then I end up giving these other Crozero a lesson in respect. Next, I capture Panglet, the penguin, followed by Direhowl, the puppy, shortly after. Then, I capture the ugly duckling I know as Thwack. Very ugly. I find the Team Rocket of this game who shoot Pokemon with guns. I mean, pals, but seriously, what is this game? Wait, you hear that? Cha 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 chicken! I try to capture it, but I then let my sweet fiery fox fight the thugs. I capture Ruby, the fire thing. I also release a leaf monk from this cage, which is also concerning. I get a sneaky revenge on these llamas, officially capturing Melpaka, which is probably not a llama. Right before transitioning to the next day, I also grabbed these Hucrates, the philosophical owl. I continue my momentum into day 4 by capturing the piggy named Rushore. I then realize I have objectives and start trying to capture 5 land balls, but instead kill them for their meat. Yeah, the ethics behind this game is seriously concerning, and where's PETA when you need them? Anyways, cut to me trying to capture these thugs so I can make them my loyal pets. Also cut to me cooking some yummy looking lamb ball kebabs. Yum yum yum. I build a shield which gives me extra hit points in battle. I also build a torch which lights the way for nighttime exploration alongside my sweet foxy one. This allows me to find and catch Depresso. Depresso, huh? Me and you both, brother. Finally, I arrive to this beach with the survivors just in time for day 5. I interact with the survivor to realize he is a dweeb who deserves a wedgie, because he starts yapping about being scared of some pal. I whack him with my bat, then try to stuff him in my pal sphere. It doesn't work, and he dies. But now I have the police on my back. They are level 40 while I'm barely level 10. Plus, they have assault rifles, so I try to hide. They find me, so I use the fast travel to move away. They appear right next to me. I then swim to this huge pal fossil, hoping they cannot swim. And I don't think they can, but they just walk through the water and shoot me instead. I keep running using my pals to distract them. They keep teleporting onto me. I jump into another body of water, so this clown just appears in the water and just look. What is this nonsense? What am I even supposed to do there? I die. I get my stuff and return to base. Then I realize pals can live at the base and work for me, so that's gonna be a thing. I spent day 6 trying to learn the game and bolster myself up as much as possible. It starts with this massive elephant guy burning on my campfire. I then create a pal gear workbench which lets me create a saddle for my puppy. The saddle allows me to not only ride my puppy pal, but it also lets me use their attacks in battle, though I'm bad at that part. I also build a harness for my sweet fox so I could use her as a flamethrower. I upgrade my armor and create a fire bow. I then went on a catching streak starting with Celery, the manta ray, Sparkit, the electric rodent, Nightwing, the bird, and Daydream, the pink cloud thing. And I can't help but notice that some of these are Temu Pokemon. I changed locations to learn about a nearby supply drop, but while searching around, I found another familiar creature. I also noticed this new pal getting pounded by some doggies, but it died as I try to catch it. Sun rises as I keep searching for my supply crate. Okay, let's have an intermission. My thing with this game so far is that it's great. I really feel immersed in the world. I really feel like I'm just having fun and exploring and just enjoying finding these new creatures, because at least I know every Pokemon, I think, but I don't really know any of the pals. And I've really been enjoying just discovering new pals, capturing them, and just seeing what they do. I think I've also just enjoyed the mechanics of the game where you're fighting alongside of the pals, using your own abilities as well as them having theirs. I think then this does culminate into the boss fight at the end of this video, which there will be a boss fight, so do stick around for that. And I'll show you how much fun I had by just showing you the gameplay I still have to go. And if you enjoy it, you know what to do. Starting off the day strong, I find the supply drop surrounded by high-level thugs. With the help of my pals, I slowly chip away at them with my pickaxe. Don't ask why, we've been over this. With the thugs defeated, I open the supply crate to find several items, only really using the life pendant for extra health and speed potion for, speed. On the way home, I'm attacked by these huge pals that I trick into fighting the nearby villagers. I try to sneak in a catch, but it fails and they ultimately get slapped by these pandas. My day comes to a quick end as I fast travel back home and replenish my resources. Day 8 and 9 are exactly why games like these are so enjoyable. I spend both days crafting as I anticipate a boss fight at the end of this video. This gives me an opportunity to breathe as I assign my pals various tasks. This is great because I am able to take in the atmosphere of the game as an excuse to escape my real life problems. Probably not great content for a video like this, but it is super easygoing because I am able to play at my own pace. No competition, no gimmicks, just me, myself, and my intrusive thoughts. Oh, except at the end of day 9, I become curious about this hawk thing on my map. So I decided to go check it out. On the way there, I see these guards surrounding this chest. I think they are thugs. So when I whack this guy, I become wanted again. I run to base, but of course they teleport there. My pals try to fight them while I hide in my house, trying to sleep away my problems. It doesn't work. And as it becomes day 10, I remember that when my problems follow me into my sleep, I just stop sleeping. So I restart the game, and that officially starts day 10. Day 10 does not go as expected. I start the day by looking for this chillet thing highlighted on the map. The fastest and most obvious way there is over this cliff, so naturally I try to jump it. I panic, and then I fall in the water. As you might have noticed, I have limited stamina that is automatically drained even if I just float in water. That becomes an issue for me as I have no stamina to climb out. That drains my health, and I drown. I come back for my stuff and make the same mistake, but this time I have my puppy pull me out of the water. This lets me get to the chillet, a nice big blue boy who uses these big dragon and ice moves as I fill them with flames and arrows using help from my sweet fox. I am able to damage them pretty easily as we are the same level. That leads me to throw a ball or two before Chillet accepts their fate as a member of my team. Then, I honestly have no idea where to go to fight the boss, so, lost and confused, this technically leads into day 11 where I continue my search. After searching, the time finally arrives as I find the boss room and immediately enter. A girl dressed in a cute outfit walks out, tosses her pal spear, and it's the big yellow weasel from the game cover. Zoe and Grisball have challenged me to a battle. I toss out my sweet fox to support in barraging Grisball with flames and arrows. I hide behind the pillar as he tries to lock onto me for an attack. He peeks around the corner to slap my sweet fox. I call her back, and out comes my big blue boy. These two beasts hash it out in a battle of ice versus electricity. Grisball even freezes as I keep tearing away at him with my arrows. I notice my blue boy is losing, so I bring my leafy chimp to help out. Honestly, he does nothing, so I bring in my sweet fox again. Unfortunately, she also isn't very helpful, as Grisball charges towards me trying to deliver some shocking news. Get it? Well, it works, because I learned my armor is broken. Grisbolt locks on, Blue Boy comes out. Bam! Grisball is frozen. The two titans collide once more as I keep pelting Grizz with my arrows. My depressed other half comes out, and yeah, he doesn't do much either. Back to my aloe ape. He gets slapped. In comes my sweet fox. I considered picking her up to use the flamethrower, but I was a little scared. And, oh no, I run out of arrows while Grisball is still at more than half health. No matter, I start whacking him with my bat. Bam, bam, bam! It tickles. Okay, time for my last hope. I throw out Puppy and hop on his back. Mud, bam, super effective. Puppy is great because he's fast, so I keep switching between running and attacking. Grizz finally hits me. I hide, and I bring out Blue Boy. I take a critical hit. I whack Grizz, while Blue Boy distracts. I end up taking another hit. I need to run, so out comes Puppy to help me. I'm missing all my mud attacks. Grizz locks on. I panic. We charge through Grizz, and that's all she wrote. If you enjoyed this, leave a like so I know to do more. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.